I greet you all from Global Self-Education Platform. I am Dr. Kafayat Lamidi, the founder of GSEP, Global Self-Education Platform. Today I am going to be sharing with you how to use our personal values and beliefs to make positive impacts on others. But first, let's briefly look at what is value and what is belief. I consider values to be our principles, and beliefs are our assumptions, the underlying assumptions underpinning our values. So, how can we identify our values? I'm going to be drawing from the lens of the Wheel of Life. Is a tool that is widely used within the coaching industry. And the reason why I'm applying the Wheel of Life tool herein is to be able to help everyone out there to prioritize and identify our core values. For example, let me draw on my personal values. I prioritize the first one as my family or my home, the second one as community impact, and my third value as my career and personal development. The fourth one is my sharing. The fifth of my personal value is freedom and autonomy, and I value traveling and adventure. So let's look into detail how my value and my beliefs align with each other. For example, family and home. If I believe that my family is everything, how does that translate into my value? Which means that I have accountability and responsibility towards my household, towards my family. And the second one, which is community impact. If I believe that I need to help people, or I want to make impact, I want to make positive changes in the world, how does that translate into my value? It suggests that I value my commitment to making a difference. Then the third one of my value is career, and then personal development, as I've identified before. So if I believe that ignorance is a disease, which is my own personal belief, it means that the idle mind is the devil's workshops, which some of you might also share the same belief with me. But how does that translate into my core value? It means that I cherish learning new things, and I work for fulfillment and self-actualization. So you can do the same. You can apply the Wheel of Life to prioritize, to identify and prioritize your main need rather than focusing on what you don't actually want in your life. So apply it to prioritize your values and beliefs. The third one, which is my sharing value. I believe that sharing is caring, which indicates that I value equality. So how does that translate? It means I value fairness, and to me, just mean I'm compassionate, I care about others, and that's why I'm sharing what I'm doing with you right now. I'm sharing my knowledge with you. Anything I learn, I try to share, I try to redistribute it, which is what I value. My fifth one is freedom and autonomy, which means I value independence. Then, last but not the least, for the purpose of today's, is traveling and adventure as my other value. If I believe that my best experience in life are through the places I have been, the memories I have made along the way, what does that mean? How does that translate into my value? It suggests that I value diversity and I value inclusion. So you can do the same, apply the Wheel of Life, and do what I've done with you right now to prioritize and identify your value, which will enable you to know how you can help others or how you connect with other people that you meet in your life. So let's reflect. Let's pick on a few examples. For example, I point to my freedom versus independent. If I am working with a colleague or a client or other individual who value independence, and because I value freedom, it means that we share something in common, which means we're going to be working effectively together with each other. And on the other hand is, if our values and our beliefs are contradictory, it means we are having opposing views. There's going to be problem. There might be this might be problematic when working with those who are having opposing views. And I'm going to point to two issues here, like for example, being rational and being irrational. For example, if I'm a rational person and I'm working with a colleague or a client or an individual who is emotional, who is highly emotional indeed, which means we are going to be having problem reaching an agreement, or we're going to be having big issue to come to a terms to be able to be on the same page, because we share different values and beliefs. But having said that, there is one common belief, regardless of what our beliefs, our differences in value might be out there. We have one common belief, and that is what I point to as we will all die. Sure, we are all going to die, because it's either you believe it or not. We come to this world and we are all still going to die. However, the time, the type of death, or how or when we're going to die is what we don't know. But however, it is certain that we are all still going to die. And why I've drawn on this as an example is because we are discussing value and belief. And this is a common value that we all share across the whole world. No matter what your title or your position is, no matter whether you are a millionaire or you're a billionaire, no matter whether I'm poor, you are rich, or I'm rich, you are poor, we are all going to die one day. But let's take a moment and reflect on one question I'm going to throw at you right now is, what is your higher purpose? Which means it's time for you to reflect and ask ourselves, what are we going, what is the effort that we make in this life to leave something behind so that other people can benefit from when we are no more in this world. For example, I put up this heart sign, considering that this is a stone placed on my grave, and it reads, rest in peace, Kafi. What does that mean is that surely we belong to the Lord, and to him we shall all return. Then they said, devoted mother, sister, daughter, and friend, bountifully empowered others. Well, if that is the way I've made changes to people who have been in contact with me, have been able to impact their lives one way or the other, this will be something that I've left behind, and they could write whatsoever they want to put on my grave as memory for other people passing by to read, or to have that moment. So you yourself ask, what is it? What is your purpose in this life? What exactly are we all pursuing wealth? Are we just after accumulation of wealth, accumulation of knowledge, without using it to genuinely help others, or to make impact, positive changes in others' life? So just like we are all working hard to make our living, we are working hard to live the type of lifestyle we want. So it requires high level of spirituality to enter the kingdom of God. So it's a moment for us to ask, what is your purpose in life? What is your higher purpose? So what is the thing that we are all going to leave behind for other generations to draw on, to help other generations to develop themselves? So I'm going to put I've put together what I consider to be levels of relational impact, in terms of how you can see from your title, from your position, who you are, what you do, to help to draw on that, to create a niche for yourself in terms of the changes you want to make, or the contribution you want to give to the world, in terms of genuine help, genuine contribution, not the one that we do to earn income. Because some of us, we say we publish, at least people are reading the book that we publish, which is fine, but we publish to make names, or we publish to be cited, or to be recognized in 4-star or 3-star journal. But We're talking about genuine contribution, genuine impact into the world without expecting something immediate return in this world here we have right now. So the first one I'm going to draw on, the first level, is the individual. For example, family. Let me ask, I will be asking some questions, which is just to reflect on, is to give us that moment to ask ourselves, how can I help others? Can I use my title? How can I use my position to have positive impact on other people's life? For example, have you been given the privilege to be the breadwinner of your family or your household? If that is the case, have you ever overlooked the ability of any members of your family because you want to be the only person that they're going to be looking up to for support? So instead of you raising other people, bringing other people up so they could help other people as well to come up, you decided that they better be there, then you remain higher up. But when other outsider trying to help your family to fulfill their dream, that is when you will now change your story. Oh, I am planning to do that for you. Why can't you do it now? Why can't we help ourselves and help others now to make that changes, to leave something behind? Let's think about a moment where when we are no longer going to be here with them. What is it that we've done that is going to be beneficial to the world, to the next generation to come? The other aspect is religion. Let's ask ourselves, are you a pastor? Are you a priest? Are you a bishop or even an imam? Ask ourselves, how are we genuinely using our religious leader authority to impact the community, to transform the society in a meaningful, positive way? Sorry to say, because we all need deliverance, to be honest, because we live in a society, in today's world, there is high rate of greediness and selfishness. So people tend to pursue wealth, tend to pursue things that will be more beneficial to themselves rather than considering the genuinity of having that impact on other people that's going, even though they're not going to pay us in return, but at least we're doing it for when we are no longer here. Because we are only intermediary in this life. There are those that have been here before us. There are those that will still come when we are no longer going to be here. So what is it that we are doing? How is it that we are using our title and our position to leave something meaningful, to make positive impact and changes in this world? So the other one I'm going to point to is the politics. For example, are you a minister? Are you a Ministry of Finance or Agriculture? But you enjoy going around the world with your family, eating what you like. Why people are dying in abject poverty? They are dying of hunger. They need help, but you are in the position to help. What are you doing to support? Ask as a media, people who are journalists out there, bloggers, translators, public relation officer, extend the list, add more to it. What are you writing? How are you using your content, your message to promote good cause? Or is it just to bring down people's titles, or is it just to bring down other people? So let's think about what we do, how we're doing it, who we are, and try to use all this, our beliefs, our values, to translate into how we can create a niche to help others. Okay, another one is education. For example, this translates to me in particular and other people out there who are writer. Are you an editor? Are you a professor? Are you a researcher? Are you an academic? Are you a trainer? Are you even a coach or a mentor? So how are we supporting or sponsoring charity cause? Or how are we using our knowledge, our intellectual property to make positive impact, to make changes to other people's life? I'm not talking about intellectual property that we have created just to generate golden income for ourselves. I'm talking about the genuineness of using our intellectual property and our expertise to make meaningful changes to people's life, not to use our intellectual property to cheat other people. Then also I point to the arts and culture in terms of the musician. Are you a celebrity, a movie star, an actor? So let's think about about our title, let's think about how we can make meaningful impact, how we can use our values, what we do, what we believe in, our interests, our hobbies to help others or to connect, to make relational impact or to make global impact. And are you a practitioner or an economist? So think about it. Think beyond what I've put. These are only 7, but you can extend the list. By the time we sit down, we reflect on what we do, who we are, and how we are spending our time or what we are doing. We can create or find a niche to create change in this world. So, the concept of self-belief as the power of connectivity. I know it's not easy to do, but when we have the confidence, it has to come from within ourselves, our inner drive. We have to have the confidence, we have to use our self-identity, we have to see ourselves as someone who can do it. If I can do it right now, any other person out there can do the same, can even do better than what I'm doing. So have the self-worth, have the self-confidence. First, you have the awareness of yourself, understand where your belief and value originated from. Then you will be able to see how you connect with the people you want to help or the people you want to support. So I'm going to draw on what I'm doing at Global Self-Education Platform and align that with how it emerged from my personal values. For example, when I said I value community impact in terms of sharing what I've learned, new skills with you, and you too can share with other people. So what is the mission of Global Self-Education Platform? Which is empowering those in need through free education. And what is the value of Global Self-Education Platform? It means that we are a global platform to advance self-education principles and practice. And you can see how my personal value connects with Global Self-Education Platform, which is the organization that I've just launched recently, to be sharing, to be delivering lecture that can benefit us either on personal level or even wider, to have wider impact on or influence on us, which I believe we can all benefit from at some point in our lives. Okay. At Global Self-Education Platform, how can you work with us? How can we work with you? We have 5L, which the first one is listen. We are open to your ideas, to your challenges, to your problems without being judgmental, without judging you on your issues. We are open, we welcome you. Then the second one is learn. We share our best practices, which is what I'm doing with you right now. We exchange knowledge and expertise. We share best practices, and we hope it's of useful and of relevant to people out there. Then the third L stands for leverage, which we tend to provide you with opportunity. We tend to help your organization as well to leverage their capability, and on individual level, we try to help you to leverage your capability, make necessary changes in yourself and accelerate changes. The fourth one is the level up. We provide you with the tools, with the resources freely. They are freely available to you for your self-development. And finally, you benefit from by connecting, you benefit from liaise, you connect with other like-minded people. Self-Global Education Platform is a trusted platform where you can connect with people that you share the same hobby, the same interests, values, or beliefs with. I hope you can find a way to work with us, and we can find a way to work with you. And do feel free to connect with us as well through our social media pages, and we are available. You can follow us, like us, or subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Kafayat Lamidi, or follow us on Twitter at Kafayat, which is Kafay_Hud. Then on Facebook, Kafay Huddersfield. On Instagram, Kafay Huddersfield as one word together. And on LinkedIn, Dr. Kafayat Lamidi. Then you can contact me via email, which is kafyk@hotmail.co.uk, which is KAFFYKAAY@hotmail.co.uk. And please If you are using this for educational, academic, or research purpose, do remember to cite it and reference it accurately. The citation is Lamidi, Kafayat, K. 2019, How to Use Personal Values and Beliefs to Make Positive Impact on Others. Self-Education Platform, Series 4. I hope we all benefit from today's session, and I thank you for your time. Have a stress-free day. Bye for now.